In a world constantly chasing youth, one woman stands as a testament to age. Her name is Ethel. She has reached an incredible milestone. Ethel is 115 years old. This age is more than just a number. It represents a journey few undertake. It speaks of resilience, of adaptation, of life itself. Ethel's story is not just about time past. It is about the richness of a life lived fully across many eras. We begin by acknowledging this remarkable human being. Ethel currently holds a unique and revered title. She is recognized as the world's oldest living person. This distinction places her in a very small, very special group. It means she has outlived millions, even billions of people. Think about that for a moment. To be the single oldest individual among nearly 8 billion souls. This status brings with it a certain awe. It also brings a deep curiosity about her life. How does one navigate the world for so long? What does one see and learn? Reaching the age of 115 is an exceptionally rare achievement. Supercentenarians, those who live past 110, are few. Those who reach 115 are even fewer. Their lives are of great interest to scientists. They study longevity and the factors that contribute to it. Ethel is a living example of human endurance. Her existence challenges our understanding of aging. It pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible for human life. She offers us a chance to learn about healthy aging. Her journey through more than 11 decades is fascinating. It is a story that deserves to be told. It is a life filled with experiences we can only imagine. From the dawn of a new century to the digital age, Ethel has been a quiet observer, a participant, a survivor. This introduction aims to open a window into her world. We will explore who Ethel is. We will look at the life she has led. We will try to understand the secrets behind her long years. Her story is an inspiration. Imagine the world as it was 115 years ago. The year would have been around 1909. Automobiles were a novelty. Air travel was just a dream for most. Global communication was slow and difficult. Ethel was born into this vastly different world. She has lived through an astonishing period of human history. The sheer scale of transformation is immense. She has seen empires fall and new nations rise. She has witnessed inventions that reshape daily life. Her memory holds experiences of a bygone era. Consider the major world events Ethel has lived through. 2 world wars changed the global landscape. The Great Depression brought hardship to millions. The Cold War created decades of tension. Man walked on the moon. The internet connected the world in an instant. Ethel was alive for all of these moments. She experienced them not as history in a book. She lived through them as current events. These events shaped her world and her perspective. They added layers to her understanding of life. Living for such a long time requires incredible resilience. It means adapting to constant change. Think of the societal shifts Ethel has witnessed. Changes in social norms, in technology, in medicine. She's had to adjust and learn continuously. This ability to adapt is a key aspect of a long life. It is not just about physical health, it is also about mental fortitude. It is about embracing change rather than resisting it. Ethel embodies this spirit of adaptability. She has navigated life's challenges with grace. Ethel's life is more than just a timeline of historical events. It is a personal journey woven through these times. She had her own joys, her own sorrows. She built relationships and experienced losses. Her story is unique to her, yet it also reflects the broader human experience. By exploring her life, we gain a richer understanding of the past. We also see how an individual can find meaning, how they can thrive across different epochs. Her personal narrative is deeply intertwined with history. Naturally, when we hear about someone like Ethel, we wonder, what is her secret? How did she manage to live so long and so well? Is it her diet? Is it her genes? Perhaps it is her outlook on life. These questions are common. They reflect our own desires for a long, healthy existence. The study of long-lived people often points to certain patterns. These include good nutrition and regular physical activity. Strong social connections also play a vital role. A sense of purpose is important too. This essay will delve into Ethel's world. We will explore her daily routines. We will look at the choices she made throughout her life. Did she follow a specific diet? Did she have particular habits that kept her strong? We will try to uncover the elements that contributed to her longevity. It may not be a single magic bullet. It is often a combination of factors. These factors work together over many decades. Ethel's life offers a case study, a very personal and inspiring one. We will share anecdotes from her long life, stories that reveal her personality and her spirit. What are her most vivid memories? What historical events impacted her most personally? How did she cope with the inevitable challenges of a long life? These personal stories bring her journey to life. They make her more than just a statistic. They show us the human being behind the incredible age. Her experiences offer insights that are both practical and profound. They can teach us about resilience and joy. Ultimately, Ethel's story is a source of inspiration. It reminds us that a long life can also be a rich life. It challenges negative stereotypes about aging. It shows that vitality and engagement can continue into very old age. By learning from Ethel, we may find lessons for our own lives. How can we cultivate habits that support longevity? How can we maintain a positive outlook as we age? Her journey is a beacon. It lights the way towards a more thoughtful approach to living. It encourages us to value every stage of life. Ethel entered the world around the year 1909. This was a time of quiet anticipation. The echoes of the Victorian era still lingered. The modern world, as we know it, was just beginning to stir. Life moved at a slower pace then. Communities were often close-knit. Families formed the very core of society. Ethel was born into such a world. Her first breaths were taken in an era poised on the brink of immense transformation. Ethel's upbringing. Childhood in the early 1900s was vastly different from today. Play was often simpler, more imaginative. Children spent much of their time outdoors. Ethel's early education might have taken place in a one-room schoolhouse. Here, children of various ages learned together. The curriculum focused on reading, writing, and arithmetic. Practical skills learned at home were important, especially for girls. Economic conditions influenced her childhood. Many families lived modestly. This taught Ethel resourcefulness and appreciation for what one had. She learned not to take things for granted. Social and cultural norms were distinct. Expectations for children were clear. Respect for authority was paramount. Girls often had domestic responsibilities. Community ties were strong. Religion played a significant role, providing a moral compass and belonging. These structured her world. Ethel might recall simple, poignant moments, like the smell of her mother baking bread, or the excitement of a local fair. These sensory details stay with us. Her family might have recounted stories of her as a curious or quiet child. These glimpses hint at the person she would become, early signs of her character. Section 3, Seeds of Resilience, Significant Early Life Events. As Ethel grew, certain events left indelible marks. Her community faced hardships like difficult winters or illness. Family events like births or losses shaped her understanding of life. The First World War brought anxiety and change. These experiences contributed to her developing worldview. They taught lessons about joy, sorrow, and life's unpredictability. Early responsibilities were common for children of her generation. Ethel likely had chores from a young age. She might have helped with gardening or looking after siblings. This was a normal part of family life. These duties instilled a sense of responsibility. They taught the value of work and discipline. Such experiences foster resilience and a practical approach to challenges. They built a foundation of capability and self-reliance. This foundation served her well throughout her many decades. The transition from childhood to adolescence was often swift. Options for young women were limited compared to today. Ethel's path might have involved more schooling or learning a trade. During these formative teenage years, her core personality traits became more defined. Was she observant and thoughtful? Did she possess a quiet determination or a gentle kindness? These emerging characteristics guided her choices and responses to the world. These early life experiences sowed the seeds of her remarkable endurance. Her family's support and significant events played a part. They did not guarantee a long life, but they helped forge a strong character. They equipped her with effective coping mechanisms. Perhaps they fostered an inherent optimism or a steady temperament. The challenges and stability of her youth contributed to her resilience. They helped her face the many decades of change and continuity ahead. Section 1. The rhythm of daily life. Ethel's consistent routines. Ethel's days followed a comforting pattern. This consistency reduced stress and supported healthy habits. Her daily schedule was simple and deeply ingrained. Mornings began with a warm drink and light stretching. Breakfast was never rushed, setting a calm tone for the day. The afternoon brought a balanced meal and light activities. Social interactions with neighbors or family were common. Evenings wound down with a lighter supper and quiet reflection. A consistent sleep schedule promoted her health and longevity. This steady pace helped her navigate the passing years. Her routines provided a quiet anchor in a changing world. Ethel's approach to daily life was intuitive and effective. Her habits contributed to her overall well-being. The rhythm of her days combined nourishment, activity, and connection. This balance supported both her physical and mental equilibrium. Ethel's routines were a testament to the power of consistency. They provided a framework for a long and healthy life. Her daily practices were simple, yet profound. Ethel's life was a model of steady, mindful living. Nourishing body and soul. Ethel's approach to diet. Ethel's diet was simple and sensible. She preferred home-cooked meals with whole foods. Portion control was a natural habit for her. Her diet emphasized nourishment over indulgence. Vegetables, fruits, grains, and lean proteins were staples. She avoided highly processed foods and excessive sugar. Hydration was important, with plenty of water and tea. Her approach was about making sensible decisions. Eating was a social and enjoyable experience. She shared meals with family or friends whenever possible. This communal aspect added another layer of benefit. It fostered connection and slowed down the eating process. Ethel savored her food, appreciating its flavors and textures. There was no rushing through meals. This mindful engagement turned eating into more than just sustenance. It became a moment of pleasure, connection, and gratitude. Her diet was a cornerstone of her overall well-being. Ethel's approach to food was both practical and joyful. It nourished her body and soul. Movement as a way of life, staying active through the years. Ethel's physical activity was woven into her daily life. Movement was natural and consistent. She understood the body was designed to move. This philosophy made staying active a part of her life. Walking was a regular activity. Gardening and household chores kept her moving. These activities were not separate exercise sessions. They were just necessary parts of her day. Spending time outdoors was important for Ethel. Fresh air and natural light had their own health benefits. Her activities often took place outside. This connection to nature improved her mood and reduced stress. Ethel adapted her activity levels as she aged. She listened to her body but never gave up on moving. Even in advanced years, she found ways to stay active. This persistence helped her maintain independence. It also supported her cognitive function. Staying physically active contributed to a sharper mind. Ethel's commitment to movement was a key to her longevity. The pillars of well-being: mindset, community, and purpose. Ethel's longevity was supported by her resilient mindset. She faced challenges with calm acceptance. A positive outlook helped her manage stress. Strong social connections were vital to her well-being. She nurtured relationships with family, friends, and community. These bonds provided love, support, and a sense of belonging. Regular social interaction kept her mind engaged. Ethel maintained a sense of purpose. This purpose did not need to be grand. Simple daily contributions added meaning to her life. Practices supporting her mental and spiritual well-being played a role. Quiet reflection or prayer helped her stay centered. Moments of inner peace provided a respite from daily life. Cultivating inner calm was essential to her holistic health. Ethel's practices were an integral part of her existence. They contributed to her long and fulfilling life. Her mindset, community, and purpose were pillars of her well-being. Ethel's life was a testament to the power of these elements. They supported her health and longevity. echoes of a bygone era, early 20th century life. Ethel's earliest memories are of a vastly different world. She recalls stories of life before modern conveniences. Communities were tight-knit and people relied on neighbors. The outbreak of the First World War cast a long shadow. Ethel was around 5 years old when the conflict began. She remembers the anxious tones of adults discussing news. Young men went off to fight, some never to return. These early experiences instilled a sense of gravity. The Spanish flu pandemic of 1918 to 1920 had a frightening impact. Ethel witnessed its effect on her community. Schools and public places might have closed. Families mourned loved ones lost to the illness. These memories contributed to her appreciation for health. As Ethel entered her teenage years, the Roaring Twenties brought social and cultural change. There was new music, like jazz, and daring fashion. For a young woman, it was an exciting time. Ethel might recall the thrill of seeing her first motion picture. These years offered a glimpse of a more modern future. They were a stark contrast to the austerity of the war period. Trials and resilience, navigating the mid-century storms. The Great Depression began in 1929. Ethel was a young adult then. This period of severe economic hardship affected millions. Ethel often spoke of the resourcefulness people developed. Communities pulled together and nothing was wasted. These lessons in thrift and mutual support became deeply ingrained. During the Depression, everyday life was a challenge. Ethel might recall soup kitchens or long lines for necessities. Families found ways to entertain themselves with simple pleasures. Just as the world began to recover, World War II began. Ethel was in her 30s during these years. This was a time of great anxiety and sacrifice. She would remember rationing and blackout drills. Many women took on new roles to support the war effort. Ethel often shared anecdotes about the atmosphere during Oatu. She spoke of the collective determination to see the conflict through. She recalled the relief and celebrations when the war ended. These experiences solidified her appreciation for peace. Living through such tumultuous times contributed to her resilience. A world accelerated, witnessing the technological revolution. The post-World War II era ushered in significant change and growing prosperity. Ethel witnessed a rapid transformation in daily life. The 50s brought a new sense of optimism. Suburbs grew and families embraced new technologies. Television was one of the most impactful inventions. Ethel recalled the first television sets in her neighborhood. News and entertainment beamed directly into living rooms. It changed how families spent their evenings. The Cold War era and the space race left a mark. Ethel lived through the political standoff between superpowers. She followed the news of astronauts venturing into space. She remembered the excitement of the moon landing in 1969. She was around 60 years old then. Imagine watching that historic event on a black and white television. It must have felt like witnessing science fiction become reality. These events showcased human ingenuity and the vast potential of technology. They expanded horizons and reshaped humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. As the decades progressed, the pace of technological advancement quickened. Ethel saw the rise of household appliances that revolutionized domestic work. She witnessed the development of computers, from room-sized machines to personal devices. She marveled at how communication changed, from rotary dial telephones to the early hints of the internet age. For someone born in a world of horse-drawn carriages, these changes were nothing short of astonishing. Ethel often expressed amazement at these developments. She adapted to many of them with a curious and open mind, never ceasing to be intrigued by human innovation. Her long life allowed her to see the full arc of many technologies. She saw them from their inception to their widespread adoption and sometimes their obsolescence. This unique perspective gave her a balanced view. She could appreciate the benefits of progress, but she also remembered a simpler time. She understood that while technology could connect people across distances, it could also change the nature of human interaction. Her anecdotes often carried this nuanced understanding of a world in constant accelerating flux, highlighting both the gains and the subtle losses that accompany such rapid change. Section 4. Threads of Memory, personal reflections on a century of change. Ethel's life was rich with personal milestones and quiet observations. She often spoke of the simple joys, the birth of a new family member, the beauty of a spring garden, or the comfort of a shared cup of tea with a friend. Ththese moments were the true anchors of her long existence. They provided a sense of continuity and meaning amidst the ever-changing world. Her stories were about the profound beauty found in an ordinary life lived with awareness and gratitude. Ethel witnessed significant social transformations throughout her life. She saw shifts in attitudes towards women's roles, civil rights, and many other aspects of society. She approached these changes with a thoughtful and often accepting perspective. She believed in fairness and kindness. While she might not have been an activist in the traditional sense, her quiet support for progress and equality was evident in her conversations. She learned from the younger generations, just as she shared her wisdom with them. This openness to evolving societal norms was a testament to her adaptable spirit and her enduring belief in human goodness. One particularly vivid memory Ethel often recounted was from her childhood. It was the day her small town got its first electric streetlights. She described the collective awe as darkness was pushed back in a way never seen before. For her, it symbolized the march of progress, a tangible sign that the world was changing. This simple anecdote captured her lifelong fascination with human endeavor. It also highlighted her ability to find wonder in the everyday advancements that many of us now take for granted. Such moments were precious threads in the rich tapestry of her accumulated experiences. Reflecting on the sheer breadth of history she had lived through, Ethel often expressed a sense of quiet wonder. She had seen empires rise and fall. She witnessed inventions that reshaped civilization. Yet she always maintained that the most important things in life remained constant: love, family, kindness, and community. Her unique vantage point allowed her to see that while the world changed dramatically on the surface, the core of the human experience endured. Her personal stories were a testament to this enduring truth, offering profound lessons on navigating a long and meaningful life with grace and wisdom. We have journeyed alongside Ethel. We have explored her incredible 115 years. Her life is a rich tapestry woven with threads of resilience and quiet wisdom. It demonstrates that extraordinary longevity is rarely due to a single magical factor. Instead, it appears to be a collection of sensible choices. These choices are practiced consistently over a very long time. Ethel's story reveals that a long life is built day by day. It is built with mindful habits and a gentle approach to living. Her journey offers us profound insights into aging well. One of the clearest lessons from Ethel's life is the power of routine. Her days followed a simple, predictable pattern. This structure was not restrictive. It was a source of comfort and stability. Consistent meal times and sleep schedules helped regulate her body. They also reduced unnecessary stress. This steady rhythm, maintained for decades, provided a strong foundation for her health. It allowed her healthy habits to become second nature. They did not require constant effort or willpower. This daily consistency was a quiet cornerstone of her endurance. Ethel's approach to nourishment also offers valuable lessons. She favored simple, home-cooked meals. Her diet was rich in vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. She ate in moderation, listening to her body's cues. Processed foods and excessive sugar were not part of her regular intake. This sensible eating pattern provided her body with the essential nutrients it needed. It helped her maintain energy and vitality through the years. Her connection to real food, often locally sourced or homegrown, was fundamental. It underscores the importance of what we choose to put into our bodies daily. Furthermore, Ethel's example teaches us about movement. She did not engage in formal, strenuous exercise routines. Instead, physical activity was naturally integrated into her daily life. Walking, gardening, and household chores kept her body active. This consistent low-intensity movement is incredibly beneficial. It helps maintain mobility and strength over the long term. It kept her joints healthy and her muscles toned. Ethel showed us that staying active does not need to be complicated. It is about making movement an indispensable part of living each day, a simple yet powerful habit. Ethel's story highlights the power of inner strength and social connections. Her resilience and positive outlook were vital. Equally important were her strong social bonds. These connections provided essential support. Ethel's life shows that nurturing mind and spirit is key to aging well. Ethel's 115 years spanned an era of unprecedented global transformation. She was born into a world of horse-drawn carriages. She lived to see the dawn of the digital age. She witnessed 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and incredible technological leaps. The sheer scale of change she experienced is almost unimaginable. Her ability to not just survive, but to continue living with engagement through these shifts is remarkable. It speaks volumes about her capacity to navigate the constantly flowing tides of time. This adaptability was a key feature of her long and resilient life. Her capacity to adapt was not about abandoning who she was. Instead, it seemed to stem from an open-mindedness. She approached new developments with curiosity rather than fear. While she held onto her core values, she was willing to learn. She adjusted to new ways of living when necessary. This flexibility allowed her to remain connected to the world around her. It prevented her from becoming isolated by rapid societal changes. Resisting inevitable change often leads to stress and disconnection. Ethel's approach, whether conscious or intuitive, was to flow with life's currents, a vital skill for longevity. This adaptability was anchored by an enduring sense of self and purpose. The world around her transformed dramatically, yet certain fundamental aspects of life remained constant for Ethel. Her focus on family, community, and simple kindness provided stability. These core values acted as a compass. They guided her through decades of external upheaval. While technologies and social norms evolved, her inner principles remained steadfast. This combination of flexibility in adapting to external changes and firmness in her core beliefs was a powerful combination. It allowed her to remain grounded yet open. Ethel's journey offers us profound lessons for our own lives. We too live in a world of rapid and often disorienting change. Her example encourages us to cultivate resilience and mental flexibility. It reminds us of the importance of having an inner anchor. This anchor can be our values, our connections, or our sense of purpose. By learning to adapt while staying true to what matters most, we can navigate our own complex times. Ethel's life shows that it is possible to embrace change. It shows we can do so without losing ourselves in the process, a crucial insight for modern living. Ethel's life, stretching over a century and a decade, is more than just a remarkable statistic. It is a rich narrative of human experience. It is filled with quiet wisdom and profound lessons. Her story is not merely about adding years to life, it is about adding life to years. She stands as a beacon, illuminating a path towards a more thoughtful and engaged existence for us all. Her journey powerfully challenges many negative stereotypes associated with aging. Ethel was not defined by frailty or decline in her later years. Instead, she exemplified vitality, continued engagement, and the enduring capacity for joy. Her life encourages us to view aging with a more positive and holistic perspective. It reminds us to see the potential for growth and contribution at every stage of life. She was a living testament to the enduring strength and beauty of the human spirit. The legacy Ethel leaves behind is one of quiet inspiration. It is found in the simple truths her life embodied: the importance of kindness, the strength of community, the power of routine, and the value of a positive outlook. Her story encourages each of us to examine our own lives. It prompts us to consider how we might cultivate similar qualities. She reminds us to cherish the small moments, to nurture our relationships, and to find purpose in our daily existence, regardless of our age or circumstances. Ultimately, Ethel's enduring light shines on. Her life serves as a profound source of inspiration for present and future generations. She teaches us that a long life can indeed be a good life. It can be a life rich with experience, connection, and meaning. As we reflect on her journey, we are invited to consider our own paths. We can strive not just for longevity, but for a life lived with awareness, resilience, and a deep appreciation for the gift of time. Ethel's story is a gentle reminder that the secrets to a long and fulfilling life are often simple, profound, and accessible to us all.